Do you know Ross?
I went out to eat with him and a bunch of other people one time at maybe in USS Nationals 2016, 2017. I don't fucking know.
Yeah.
It was 2018. Sometime between 2017 and 2018.
Yeah, I know a few things about Ross. When we were talking to Ross, he said he's only got one good story. Do you remember that?
No.
We do a little group chat with everybody before we do this, and he said, I've only got one good story, but I'll try to be interesting. Or he said something like that.
Oh,
so
good.
I wonder what his one story is.
Well, you said, I feel like you know more interesting facts about him than I do, but I don't want to get into it.
Yeah, I don't want to give the story away, because then
I'm gonna
maybe
give shit away right now. Yeah.
Maybe it's not even. Maybe I'm wrong, or maybe he doesn't. He's like, fuck, I didn't want you to tell anybody that. What are we gonna?
Well, you've competed against him, right?
Yeah, so that's what I want to talk to maybe Ross about is, like, he was at OSG last year, so I'm kind of interested to see what he thinks about the events this year versus last year,
Sure.
What he thought about last year, how he did.
Let's see if we have questions for him.
Oh yeah, let's do that. So that's yeah. So I definitely want to talk to him about the world record deadlift that he was attempting, and I think he broke it in training.
And then he got COVID.
And then he got a COVID.
Loser.
Fucking loser.
All right. Well, I told him that we're ready in 5. I guess I could be like, we're ready now.
We're ready now. We're ready now.
We're ready.
Let's talk to Ross.
Let's get the recording going. Record.
So there's nothing you're afraid to talk about. I mean, I say that as if I've got some fucking real hard-hitting questions, but I just, some people get weird about shit, so I don't know.
No, I got nothing.
I
Cool.
feel like having your faces right next to each other is the first time I've realized that you guys look an
Kind of
awful lot
looks
alike.
similar, yeah.
Yeah.
I actually get that a lot.
Really?
Yeah, there's a couple people at the gym. They're like, "You look just like this guy, Tommy."
Like the world's strongest man.
Like the guy who's the world's strongest man in my class. Yeah, I get it.
Sorry. Okay, yeah, we haven't done an intro yet, ever.
Never. Because we usually do an IG live.
Yeah, well, and because the lightweights is like, that's just us. So it's not like the show, it's not like a show, it's not like the lightweights. But we could do like a welcome to the lightweights,
Yeah, you got to work on have somebody come over like a whole intro.
Yeah, dude, fuck it. Let's just jump in.
Go.
Yeah, so we're here with Ross, and your last name is Remillard?
Yeah, you got it.
Dude, that sounds fucking Cajun as fuck. I'm from Louisiana, and it sounds real
A little
Cajun.
French Canadian, a little French.
Let's start it off simple, just like, in as much detail as you want or not. How did you get into Strongman? How long have you been competing? Yada, yada, yada. I know you've been doing some pretty big things recently, and we can get into that in a minute, but just for people who, don't know you.
Who is
Who is?
Ross Remillard?
Yeah.
All right. Well, I probably started competing like 2016, late 2015, early 2016. A buddy of mine had brought me over to Lightning Fitness. Everybody knows that place. And I had never heard of the sport of strongman before. And I did my first amateur show. They had a co-ed show there every winter. So it was like a partner show, one male, one female. Started training for it and like just instantly fell in love. This is so cool. How did I not know about this? Like, what is this crazy sport? And then I started taking it seriously. My first like real show was like 2017 Nationals in Vegas. And that kind of like opened my eyes to like where the competition is, what kind of level, how much like effort you really got to put into it. And ever since then, I've just been doing whatever it takes to keep up with the likes of you, Tommy.
So your the first strongman gym you went to was fucking Lightning Fitness. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
And you had never heard of strongman at all? Didn't see it on TV?
Well, yeah, like the big guys on TV, but I didn't realize like there was weight classes for everybody.
Boom! You said the thing I wanted you to say.
Yeah, like
it's great.
Who knew? Like it's not advertised, it's not promoted. Like this was what, like maybe at the prime of Instagram, like not really being used for like promoting purposes or like everybody's social media platform. So it's like you don't know about these things unless you hear it word of mouth. And even then, like local shows really weren't happening or being advertised either.
Yeah. I don't know if they were or weren't happening. Would you say 2015? That's when I started too.
Yeah.
Sure, we all started in 2015. But isn't it wild like that there was like you show up to it being like brand new to the sport, and then you see these people who are like hitting their peak. You're like, dude, you've been doing this for fucking
Where
years.
did you come? Like, how did you get there so fast?
Yeah, it's like this whole other little world. I mean, I think about that a lot when I talk shit about how I want Strongman to be as big as CrossFit or whatever, because there's something nice to like having something that's kind of your own special little thing, your own little world,
Well, it's like I started so late, like, like I'm close to your age, Tommy, but it's like if I had known about this so much sooner, who knows, like how things would have been different or changed.
Ooh, totally. How old are you, Ross?
I'll be 37 in August.
Okay, yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm the youngest one here.
Yeah, I just turned 39. Yeah, I don't know, man. Something to be said for this old man strength.
Right? I mean, if you look at especially like our class, there's quite a few that are, you look at Quint, he just won Masters Nationals for Strongman Corp.
Oh, he did?
Yeah.
Nice.
I think if you look at a lot of the lightweight, or even really all the women, a lot of the women that are at the top are in their 30s. I mean, besides Rhiannon, who's sort of an exception, I think, in every way.
Yeah, it's old man strength.
Or old woman
strength. I was gonna say, yeah,
old person strength.
Old people strength.
Like, called old man strength, like. But yeah, like.
You get away with that, Tommy.
Yeah. Shit. Shame.
I know, right?
Yeah, but So someone asked me like if I felt bad, or like maybe they were confused if it was impressive or not that I was beating younger people. You know what I mean? Like, because like in something like, all right, you're beating up on these kids, like it's not fair. But at the same time, it was like, well, in this sport, maybe like the kids are better, so that's actually impressive that I'm beating them up.
I don't know if this is gonna sound a little sort of like old lady on a porch, like grumpy old lady, but I think that older people have more mental fortitude than younger people, for sure. Yeah. Like I think that there are younger athletes that should be like miles ahead of me in almost every metric.
Crybaby little bitches.
Yeah, but they either give up too soon, or they complain, or they whine, or like. And I think when you get to a certain age and you've been through a certain amount of shit, so to speak, like if something goes wrong, you just fucking fix it and move forward. You don't I don't waste any time like dwelling on negative shit. Like I just.
Well, that comes with the experience too, of like just figuring out what you got to put into it. Like if you really want to do something, you're gonna have to put the time and effort into it. And maybe when you're a little bit younger, you're just like, I'll show up when I show up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like how seriously you're going to take it. Yeah. That someone always wants advice. That's always the question that people will ask is like, what's advice for a new strongman or something? And it's like, well, I mean, it kind of depends on, how seriously you're taking it. Like, are you taking it as seriously as me? Yeah. Like fucking Rebecca quit her job to fucking do it full time. And
right.
Say that like, well, if you really want to do this, like.
But I do still work. I left my full-time job to work for myself. Yeah, I think it's better.
Yeah, sure, but the other way sounds cooler.
Sounds way better the other way. Way better.
Like I make as much money still. Yeah, I just do it in a quarter of the hours.
But it can be scary to take that step.
I don't have health insurance now, though. That's scary.
See, so that's what I'm saying. It's scary to take that step, and taking that step, even with the fear, shows the commitment, I think, to something you want to do. So segue sort of off of that, what for you, let's do like maybe pre-pandemic and then post-pandemic / present day. What does your life look like? Like, did you like work 9 to 5, or did you work like 9 to 9 and you only had 2 days a week to train before? Like, what was training and work life like what do you do for work? You know, physically, like, what's it like? And then what's it been like since?
So luckily for me, almost nothing has changed.
Okay.
I'm a programmer analyst for a college in Massachusetts. I live in Connecticut. So like the only real difference is I've been working from home full time,
Yeah.
Commuting back and forth. So I sit all day, just stare at a computer screen like this, 9 to 5, 8 to 4, and then still train 5 days a week.
Okay.
When quarantine hit, you know, the gym did shut down, but one of my buddies has a pretty decent home gym in his garage. So I was just able to head over there. Didn't really skip a beat as far as training wise. Picked up a few little nagging injuries here and there, but nothing than that. But everything stayed the same for me. I'm kind of lucky. Like, I don't do that all that much, you know, work, eat, train, sleep, repeat.
Yeah, I mean, well, you save a little bit on commute time, it sounds like, but
I save, you know, I get to sleep in a little later, go to bed a little later, relax a little more, try to recover better, eat. You know, I don't have to meal prep like my entire week's worth of meals in the weekend. I get to break it up throughout the week, which is really nice.
dude, that is really nice. When I was staying home when it first happened, I was excited because I was like, oh dude, I'm just gonna cook every meal. I've got all the time.
Yeah.
Motherfucker, I don't cook shit. I don't do anything. Shay cooks everything for me. If she's not cooking, I get confused. I'm like, something's wrong. And I don't know how to take care of it. Like, I don't know what to do. Like,
there's days I wish I had somebody to make it for me. Like, I'll usually take like a Sunday and I'll just be like, okay, here's my chicken in the slow cooker. Here's 5 pounds of beef, and then the rice in the rice cooker. And I don't even want to portion it after.
no, fuck that.
That's just funny. So I cook for myself.
Sure.
And for Alex. So
Yeah.
I just, every time I get up to make myself something, I often
Just make more. Yeah.
But
really
but
nice.
it did make a big difference for me not having to like commute to work 10-hour days, and then go straight to the gym from there. So I was like out from my house for 12 or 13 hours, 14 hours at a time, or sometimes I would go to class. So like I would have to pack every single meal for my entire day with me.
Dude.
So I would like have my backpack with all my gear in it, and then I have my food bag with like 5 meals in it, and then I have like my water. Like I would just have so much shit on me. So it is nice now to just like, oh, the food's just in the fridge.
Yeah.
Like I'll prep it. Like I used to prep like maybe once or twice, probably twice a week or so, which I still do. But like I don't have to like portion things out until I'm ready to eat it. Like I just stick the whole thing in the fridge, which makes it's like so much easier. And I don't have to carry my like meals with me. I don't have to carry my gym.
It's the little things that make a big difference.
Yeah. So you sit all day. Do you like, you know, make sure you stand every once in a while, or do you? Because I for the first time in my life have been, you know, I was a hairdresser for so long, and now I'm sitting most of the. I mean, I walk around the gym and shit, but like I have admin shit that I do, so I just sit at a computer, you know, like, you know, Photoshop dumb shit, and then it sucks. Sitting down fucking hurts.
I mean, I've been doing it for like 15 years, so unfortunately I'm used to it, and like my commutes are so long too, so even spending long times in the car, I don't do more, but like for work, you know, it's like 45 minutes to an hour each way was my commute to work. So like sitting all day at work, sitting all day in the car, it does take a toll. Like I drink so much water, the good thing is I get up every like 20 minutes to pee.
Oh, that's good. That's a good little
self-regulation.
That's a good little hack, right? Yeah, like if you want to
the other thing about being at home is like I get to get up, like I get to walk around, take a break whenever I want. Like if I want to do laundry, just get up and do laundry. You know, I can get things done during the day being at home and just make up the work later if I need to.
What about naps? Do you like naps?
I'm not good at napping, man. Like if I take a nap, I'm done for like 4 or 5 hours. Like I don't need.
Well, it's one of those two things. Either like ruins you for the day, or you just can't get to sleep in the first place.
Yeah.
You guys got to practice.
Yeah, and if I can't fall asleep within the first like 10 minutes, I'm like, this is gonna go bad, very bad.
I'll try again in 10 minutes.
Oh yeah, sure. It's true. Yeah, I wasn't good at it for a long time. Like I would just lay there. I would like get a magazine or a book to read so that I would like get tired to fall asleep. But I would start to get tired, so I wouldn't read. But then I would get anxiety about sleeping, so I wouldn't sleep. And then next thing you know, like an hour went by, and I'm like, well, I didn't do shit. I literally did nothing.
You feel worse.
Yeah, it's just a waste of time. Yeah, then you feel like, but that's, I mean, I think it's usually just a thing like you feel like you're wasting some sort of potential or something. Not as if you would have done anything awesome during that time anyway. You're like, you know, you're not like just 2 moves away from like fucking your Fortune 500 company. You know, like,
Yeah.
like, what were you gonna do with that time anyway? Fucking watch,
Sit around and do nothing.
Girl or something, or Gilmore Girls.
Gilmore Girls, yeah. Or we just started rewatching Game of Thrones, so that'll take a while.
That's nice. I've watched it all 6 times.
Oh my god.
Yeah, and I tried to watch it again for the 7th time, and I was just like, not ready yet.
We're not gonna watch the last season. I'm just gonna watch everything up to.
Dummy.
Dummy. Why don't we get into some
of the questions?
Nitty gritty. Josh Kowalewski.
It's Kowalewski.
I know. Josh Kowalewski asked you a very serious question: margarita or daiquiri?
Margarita.
Neither, you stupid little bitch. No.
Wait. What was that? Remember, after Worlds 2019, we went to that outside little bar.
Yeah.
Didn't you and Aaron, or no, it was Josh and Aaron, like raced on some fucking daiquiri drink? Like they pounded a drink. I thought maybe that was daiquiri. I think we were drinking.
I don't know if it was a daiquiri or margarita, but we were doing.
Hey, I have a follow-up question. If you choose margarita, do you get it frozen or on the rocks?
On the rocks.
Salt or no salt?
Salt.
Yeah. Okay. Good. That's
sounds
how.
like.
I'm not a big frozen drink guy. I like my stuff frozen.
Okay. What do you walk around at before you cut weight?
Between 192 and 195.
Fuck yeah.
Okay. Nice.
Yeah.
That's a good weight. So, and then if you're doing USS, you cut down to 181. Strongman Corp 175.
Yeah.
OSG 176.
Correct.
Well, I mean, I know we got a couple more questions, but since we just brought that up, I wanted to talk about your potential, your theoretical, your hypothetical world record attempt that was missed recently. I know you were going to do it at a USS-based record breakers show.
Correct.
But you were going to cut down to 176, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Right, because our friend Alec Pagan and Luke Davies are working on. Well, I mean, that's not why you're doing it, but that's what made me think of it, because they're working on sort of compiling all the world records into sort of one place, so that we can finally like sort of see them at a glance, because that's kind of been a problem for a while. And then with our situation here, not the situation, but our situation here is we have 2 feds that have 2 different weight classes, and you know, only one of them is sort of the world standard, and the other isn't anything.
Yeah, I talked to Todd, and I was like, hey, like at that point, like I didn't realize like how close I was to the world record. Like, just didn't even dawn on me.
So,
and, you know, can I cut to 176? He's like, yeah, we'll do whatever you need to do. You know, we'll video your weigh in, we'll weigh every plate, we'll weigh the bar, we'll do whatever it takes. I was like, all right, perfect.
Nice.
So for everyone and me, because I don't know, what is the world record? And
Current record is 715.
Yeah, right. It doesn't seem very big. And what
it is about to be destroyed, like absolutely destroyed
by one of those twins.
Yeah.
You don't know which one is it, do you?
No.
Neither do I. Nobody does. I think it's the same.
The only thing, but did you notice like they don't really hang out in the bar?
Oh, you mean it's like they're very fucking fingertips?
I don't even think their tips are even hanging on like around the edge. Like I'm pretty sure they're straight-handed pulling.
Yeah, dude. The
Do they
fucking
use it's drizzling. Do they use infinity straps?
figure eight. Figure eight.
Figure eights, yeah.
Figure eight, infinity.
But one of them pulled 330 raw.
It's like
left.
here's the bar, and the fingers are touching the top of the bar.
I feel like
Yeah.
with judging, I would be like, your hands gotta be on the bar.
So there are different. So I know in USS, maybe not like USS as a whole, but the shows I've done, there were rules about something had to be touching, like your
Underneath the bar.
had to touch something. It was specifically, what was it? Like it was basically just so that you couldn't like dangle it from your fucking wrists.
Yeah. Because you see that a lot.
It's fucking bullshit.
I remember I was at Beast of the Bluegrass like several years ago now, and I was just volunteering. And they had an 18-inch pole that people were allowed to wear suits for. And these girls
so fun. It's so
had
funny
the
when people wear
bar,
suits
like,
for such a.
okay.
Okay.
Also, the suit doesn't really help you.
That's
that
what
much.
I'm saying.
Like,
yeah.
it doesn't help you above the knee.
It helps you it helps you get it above the knee, and then it's all you.
Like,
Waddling up to the bar.
So,
It's already halfway up your leg.
girls, I was like I was helping judge the women, and they're like pulling in a suit with figure eight straps, with the bar like in there. The bar moved like this far.
And they
Like,
were
the
like really
plates
wide,
moved, like,
really
this
wide
far.
stance. So there's.
It was just so stupid. I was like, come on, guys.
Yeah.
You know?
I'm not a fan of those sort of lockout polls. Like even that John Paul Sigmarsson thing, which isn't like, I'm not picking on him. I'm just picking on him because he said that quote that everybody fucking busted nut over. But yeah, it's just like, he just like that fucking made you rage. Like, you know, I don't know. But I'm a hater. I'm a hater through and through.
People get really hyped for like silver dollar deadlifts, and I mean,
Why?
like, I just think that silver dollar deadlift is the dumbest
It's so
of
fucking
all the
stupid.
lifts. Like,
What do you think about hitching, Ross? You didn't hitch. You weren't a hitcher, did you?
I am actually a hitcher. You know,
How dirty of a hitch is your hitch?
it's not the worst.
Filthy.
It's somewhere in between really bad and not so bad.
it's
I don't know which direction really bad and not so bad is. Like
I'm not a Derek. I'm not like a Kearney or a Poundstone where like I sit or like.
Dude,
what
about
like a Nick Canby, where he
Canby.
literally like.
Or Canby, yeah. Like I don't sit down, turn, and wait.
I mean, actually, Canby is the only person that I don't mind that he hitches.
I like that it's kind of a show.
It's kind of funny. There are other people who do it like as that's how they deadlift.
Yeah.
Like that's what I'm going to do. I would hitch if like it were a final attempt and I was like, I just have to get this for the points or something. But yeah, there are some people who like that's their move. They get it to the knee, then they sit way back and sit way up. So
yeah, I don't think you should. I don't think that's good. Like I don't appreciate that. It drives me nuts. That's like every rep they do, like on purpose.
Andre has a pretty dirty hitch, right?
does he? I can't remember. Honestly, I don't know.
Yeah. I've just never, maybe it's just the way that I deadlift, but like there's never been an opportunity in a deadlift when like I was like when
Let me sit down.
setting it down on my legs felt easier than just keep pulling. I also like the lockout is not, if it gets to my knees,
It's going up.
It's going up. Like that, I don't struggle with the top half of the lift. So like for me, it just doesn't make any sense to fucking hitch because like that's the strongest part of the lift for me.
Yeah.
I don't know. We'll see when I put a suit on though.
So
It just kind of happened.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like it just happened one day. I was like, oh, I guess I know how to hitch.
Let me be clear. We're not talking shit on hitching. Well, maybe a little. But, I mean, I am. I agree that it's in the rules or it's not in the rules. It's not against the rules, so you can do it. So I'm not saying it's cheating. I'm just saying, we won't respect you. That's all. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Like, I don't have a problem with hitching. I just, in my opinion, it's not, I think you should be able to deadlift well without hitching, and it's like a time and place kind of thing. It's like, if it happens and that's how you finish the lift, like, whatever, if you got it up, you got it up. But like, I don't know that I would ever be a proponent, or I would never be a proponent of like coaching someone to practice hitching. Like,
No.
just where there are coaches and people that like that's how they practice. Like you be 70% and they're like,
Yeah.
you're like, what? Why are you doing that?
There's one person I'm thinking of, and I won't say their name on here to call them out, but I'll send you guys a video later. Just like, oh, okay,
Yeah.
yeah. I don't know, like to hit a. Well, anyway, let's stop talking shit. So what numbers? What did you hit on this last sort of cycle training for that? Like, what was the biggest number you hit? And
I tied it. I tied the record at 7:15 the last day.
And then.
Did you hitch it?
I did.
Good.
How dirty?
Not that bad. It wasn't that bad. It wasn't that bad.
What would you call it? A ramp?
Dusty to filthy.
Absolutely.
It is more of a ramp than a hitch, I guess.
So ramping is fine. I'm talking specifically about setting it down, like making it a 2-movement. What the fuck are we doing? I'm talking specifically about making the deadlift a 2-movement thing, where you pick it up over the knees, then change your whole body position, then go a set. It's almost like the belt clean of the deadlift, not
right.
Belt cleans. But
I mean, I do like if it's that tiring, like I will like I don't sit all the way down in a squat position, but I'll rest it on my knees, take a big breath, and then stand up. But I'm not really changing anything.
You brace twice?
Yeah, I'll actually completely let go of my breath.
I will not. Yeah,
the bar's weightless. Like you don't even know it's there after it's on.
I do that with a sandbag or a stone. Okay, Bell, come on, you gotta go, dude. So what were you hoping to hit in competition?
I was hoping to get somewhere between like 735 and 750.
Fuck yeah.
You know, like that was a really, really big peak. We pushed really hard for that once we realized like we were in that world record territory. Like that was our main focus. Like, let's shatter that. Let's set something big.
Fuck yeah. And then, so you're gonna probably go again next January.
I'm gonna try. It depends on like what the standards, end up being. Like if it has to be on a deadlift bar, or well, like the deadlift bars is obvious, but if it has to be calibrated plates, Todd doesn't have any.
That's true.
So
he calibrated plates for the record. No, it just
as long as you weigh it. However, if it needs to be calibrated plates, I mean, you could just be like, hey, Matt, put a max deadlift in your next show. And then you could just do that one event competition.
Yeah.
Guest lifter.
I think that's probably a good segue into other people want to know what are your plans for the rest of the year as far as competitions. Are you just doing OSG? Are you doing anything else?
Are you doing OSG?
Are you doing it?
I'm definitely doing OSG. Definitely. Like, I'm probably looking forward to that the most. I've got 2 goals left, currently that I haven't hit yet, and that's qualify for the Arnold, day 3 OSG.
Nice.
So those are my 2 big things. I'm signed up for the Platinum Plus in June in Rhode Island. So far, it's turning out to be a pretty decent show for the 175s. Nate Green signed up. Matt LeBlanc signed up. Not sure if Cody is going to do it or not. I know he's got another show coming up in like a week or 2, but hoping to get my qualifier there. I mean, Nate isn't anything to, he's a great competitor. He won the year before you did at World, so that's going to be great.
You want me to take his knees out for you?
Nate isn't anything to scoff at. He's only won Worlds.
Yeah, he's not a nobody. But
he hasn't competed in a while though, so it will be interesting to see how he does competing again.
Yeah.
It's a good show. It's light. I mean, it's not light, but it's not like super heavy. Pretty straightforward events. Log clean each. Last man standing deadlift. No suit.
Eli's doing that one, right?
Yeah, he is.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll be there.
Yeah, maybe we'll go. Who qualifies at a Platinum Plus for the Arnold? Top 1 or the
winner? Just the winner.
Just the fucking one.
The whole podium call.
Just the one, and then top 3 qualify for nationals.
Dirty. Good. That's the way it should be.
Yeah.
Good. I like
that. Yeah, I'm okay with it. I mean, I don't mind going to nationals to do it. It's just that not a fan of the way things are run for Strongman Corporation. The events are usually really dumb, dangerous.
The events at the Arnold are usually very similar to the events at nationals. So.
Yeah, no, I know, but like that's just a whole nother level. Like that's comparable to OSG to me.
Yeah. I did the Arnold last year. I did terrible, and it was a very bad weekend for me. But
Well, yeah, isn't it because like you were with heavyweights or something, right? The Arnold? Is there a lightweight Arnold?
no, I did. I have competed as a lightweight. I'm qualified for the Arnold Pro.
Oh,
Women's
that's what I'm
Pro,
thinking of.
yeah. But if they do it this year, I'm obviously gonna opt out because I'm already gonna be. If they do it, it'll be like in September, and I'll be a few weeks out and way too light. So like, but if they move my qualification to next year, I'll probably do it. Because next year I'm gonna go up to 73, and I'll be able to get nice and fucking fat and happy and strong. Yeah.
Are you gonna have to change the name of the show then, because you won't no longer be lightweight?
I'll just get someone else. I'll just bring someone else in. The weights.
The weights. The weights class.
We'll call them the wide weights.
We'll just call it the small weights. Like
small weights.
73 is still small.
Yeah.
Comparatively.
For sure.
Whatever. We'll fucking call it the lightweight.
We'll call it whatever we want.
We'll just call it whatever we want.
So I wondered if we could talk.
About drugs?
No. This is gonna sound weird as shit, but I was wondering if we could talk about your feet.
Oh, absolutely.
Isn't that weird?
Can you show us?
Well, it's like a lot of people don't like.
So
I don't talk about it. I don't bring it up. It's not like I'm looking for sympathy or like credit somewhere or anything like that. Like I've lived like this.
No. That's I love that. Like Can we just
quickly talk about
what we're talking
about your feet?
We're getting there.
So far, it sounds fucking weird.
Yeah, no, we're getting there. We gotta build up
this is gonna look great. This is gonna go great.
I absolutely hate inspiration porn. You know what I'm talking about? Where it's like, look, this guy in a wheelchair did like 84 pull-ups. Like, what's your excuse or whatever? Like, give me a fucking break.
Like the most recent inspiration porn is the guy with one arm who like did that really heavy clean and jerk.
Yeah, I mean.
Well, not only that, did you see the one-arm log too that Shane at Apollo built for the one-arm power guy?
Oh, that's crazy.
Oh, that one-arm.
Yeah, he just had. Yeah, the one-arm power guy is amazing, and he cleaned like Shane at Apollo built him his own log, which is one handle in the middle, like just offset, and he cleaned and pressed like 100 and something pounds.
I don't get off inspirationally on that stuff.
I like it just as much. I like it just as much as other shit that I see.
Yeah, I appreciate it for like. I think it's impressive that people are able to do that sort of stuff. But like years ago, I dated a guy who was above the knee amputee, and he even said he was like bodybuilding, and like everyone thought he was like super impressive, and they were like, "This guy's so inspirational." And he even was like, "It's so weird when people say that because like." He's like, to me, it's not like, I'm not like trying to inspire people. He's like, I fucking worked out before I lost my leg and I'm just working out now. Like, he's like,
right.
He's like, I'm not like fighting some like demons to like fucking go to the gym every day. He's like, I just like working out. Like,
so we really should get to what we're talking about with Ross.
Anyway.
Yeah, but I remember when I never knew it about you, and then like it just kind of fucking blew my mind. You were born with club feet, right?
Club feet, yeah. So born in the mid '80s, early mid '80s, like it wasn't a huge thing. They didn't really know what to do. So they told my parents like he might not ever walk, he might not be able to do anything like that. And we went ahead and had the surgeries done. So basically what they do, so club feet is like your feet were turned in and up. Like you're literally walking on your ankle bone, like if you could walk as a baby. But what they do is they cut both Achilles, then they straighten the feet out and cut every other tendon in your foot.
Jesus.
That's wild.
Stretch the Achilles back down after your foot's straight and sew them back together.
Yikes.
So on top of all that, which I had just learned recently, was that is why my calves are so tight and short and small, is from that stretching from the surgeries, pulling on the Achilles cord just makes them super short and tight. So there's like nothing I can do about that.
So how does it affect like your training? Like I know, tell me if I'm wrong. That's why you do a lot of like strict pressing, right? Like maybe jerking and jumping back under. Like is it your dorsiflexion?
Yeah, I basically don't have dorsiflexion on either of my feet. One's not as bad as the other. I also have a half size foot difference or half size like shoe difference in between the 2 feet too. But like, yeah, I can't, you know how like you can roll your feet?
Sure.
I can't. I can only go up and down.
Uh,
So I can't even turn them side to side without turning my whole leg.
so like is changes of motion difficult? Like if you're sprinting in one way and then like.
No. So like I mean, I played baseball my entire life. So like everything I've done running, sprinting and all that's always been on my toes.
You look like a baseball player.
Thanks. So like that's why I can't like squatting's not. I've gotten a lot better squatting, staying like not as far much on my toes, like getting a little bit like keeping on my heels as much as possible, hitting depth good, but like push pressing or trying any sort of jerk, as soon as I start to my knee bend or like the dip, I'm on my toes almost instantly.
That's fucking
That's
wild.
fucking crazy.
So you said in our text that you only had one good story.
That was my good story.
Oh. That's what I was wondering. I was like, I wonder if that's the good story. Because I know one good story about you that I think is pretty fucking crazy. It doesn't have anything to do with Strongman, but I don't want to blow you up.
Go for it.
Yeah?
Yeah, I don't care.
All right. You won the lottery.
Yeah. I was 19.
That's fucking crazy.
Wow, 19 years old. That's crazy.
Yeah, 19. I won the Connecticut State Lottery at 19. It was fucking unreal. I don't even know how to describe it.
Well, you're still working 9 to 5, so.
Yeah, like, I mean, back then, and then like I went through, like you don't always get as much as you think.
Oh,
especially when you take the lump sum, they cut that in half, then you're in the 50% tax bracket at that point, then you get half of that. So it's like, well, not a lot. It's a decent amount, not as much. What I said is not as much as like everybody thinks. And then the stock market crash in like 04, 05 really took a toll on a lot of that.
Well, still pretty fucking crazy.
That is pretty wild. I don't know.
I played every week or two.
Won the lottery.
I hit one of the numbers and the Powerball, which gets you $10, and then Shay threw the ticket away. I was like, "Where's the fucking ticket?" I was like, "I fucking won." She's like, "You didn't win, dude."
I had the winning numbers tattooed on my shoulder.
Oh fuck yeah! I bet you did.
It's like, what's the first thing you're gonna do with your winnings? Get a tattoo.
Get a fucking tattoo.
Of the numbers that I won.
It's like I was like 19. I couldn't even go out and celebrate properly. Like, what am I gonna do? Go to a bar? No.
Oh, shit.
I mean, so when I lived in Connecticut in high school, and there was definitely like this shitty bodega we used to go buy booze at when I was like 17. So I feel like you could probably just go to a place like that and buy a bunch of 40s.
Probably could.
Well, I mean, yeah, he's got the money. we're like going back and thinking like, how could Ross have done this right?
Give me every 40 in your bodega.
What do you think about the events for OSG this year? Is there anything that you're excited about? Anything you're worried about?
Why don't we just start at the top? Why don't we just, we went through one by one.
All right, log clean and press away.
Log clean and press.
Clean and press.
I wish it was
You're
clean
great at
each.
that, right?
I wish it was clean each.
Me too.
I wish it was clean each too.
I think press away is a little. Anybody who jerks the log has a 10 times advantage on that event. Period.
Yeah, it changes it from a strength event to an athletic event.
Right.
Conditioning, sort of like you have to have
technical.
It's technique. Yeah, it's a technical lift now, not so much strength, because you're taking away the whole clean
strength endurance, right?
Well, I mean, not even really strength endurance. Mostly technical, I would say.
You think?
Yeah, it's
for
not.
people who jerk. Yeah.
Strength endurance. I'm going to hit like 3 or 4 and be like, then have to dump it and like walk away for a minute and come back.
I think
we're
probably technical and endurance, but less about strength.
Yeah, for
Just
sure. Less about
general and general.
strength. Yeah, but
conditioning.
clean and press each rep would be more.
Clean and
strength.
press each rep would definitely be more strength.
Yeah. So
And if it's going to be
we all
press
need
away, I
more
wish it
pro.
was heavier.
I just think that
Ugh.
I just think that the whole bringing it back to the, I'm sure at that point, I'm sure I will be totally fine. But like first for a small woman re-racking a 12-inch log, that's like more than my body weight is not the easiest thing to do. Like, it's just like,
Yeah.
So a lot of practice on that is going to happen this year.
We're about the, let me see your forearm. Dude, we're about the same size. Like, look at our shoulders on screen. I think you might be taking up more.
Oh, those are jacked.
You are my jacked. Shit. Yeah. So it sucks for me.
You don't think it should be heavier, Tommy?
I'm also 28 pounds over my weight class right now.
I think it should be heavier and clean and press each rep.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, I think it should be 265, clean and press each rep.
Oh, I think ours should be the same. Clean and press every rep.
I mean,
one
I always feel like the lightweight men at least get overlooked as far as their abilities for weights. Like most shows don't put it heavy enough for a show that's supposed to be at that caliber, like that level, that talent pool you're expecting should be heavier.
Do you remember the car deadlift at 2018 USS Nationals?
Yeah, that was a joke.
Yeah,
That was on in New York.
20-something reps, yeah.
Yeah. Like, and I put on a suit, like not expecting, like not knowing how heavy it was going to be. And then I started deadlifting and I was like, why am I wearing this?
Yeah, same.
Well, meanwhile,
the
the women's was like.
Well, the middleweight men, middleweight men all zeroed, except for like maybe one person, and then the heavyweight men.
Yeah, same with the heavyweight.
The deadlift ladder's the same.
Same shit.
You killed deadlift.
Yeah.
Deadlift. Did you finish it last year?
No, but I plan on finishing this year.
You're definitely going to finish it this year, right?
Yeah, the goal is with those suit, no straps.
Why not? Why no suit?
Maybe straps on the last one.
I'm going to wear a suit and probably just straps on the last one if I have to.
Hold on, he froze. It says our connection is unstable.
I mean,
at the end of it, it said your connection is unstable. There we go.
yeah.
Hey, there you are.
So why no suit?
I can't get down to the bar as fast as you can in a suit.
I can teach you. I'll show you what to do. I throw my right arm down, grab the bar, and then pull my left arm down with my right arm.
Like, I can't even get to the bar without being in a sumo stance.
Yeah, I almost go on my toes. I bend my knees, and I almost like
I guess you have to figure out really, I guess the question really is, does it take you more time to pull the deadlifts raw or to get to the bars in the suit, right? Like,
yeah.
I guess that's what everyone has to sort of.
And are you going to finish the last one? Because if you're not going to finish the last one, you need to do the first three as quickly as possible.
Right.
You need to finish them all as quickly as possible.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Either way, I'm finishing it. If I end up wearing the suit, I have to wear a suit, whatever.
Do you like that it's in this year and every year? I hope it's in every single year.
What?
The deadlift ladder.
No, I think the ladder needs to change. I think it's too repetitive.
I would love to see a
I want
max.
to see a max, like just like day one max deadlift. That's all.
I talked to him about it last year. He just won't do it. It's like, it's kind of shitty that it comes down to something like this, but it just ends up being like how he was like, it's hard to get video of or like televised. Not that we're televised, but the live stream. Like, how do you run it efficiently or something and see
the same
everybody?
way they do with you just keep people. You obviously you have to have a different bar for every weight class, but
Strong Corp just did it, and the live stream's not great, but
yeah, that would be.
They just have to keep people, like, they wouldn't be able to have people in a line like behind the bars.
Yeah.
The way they want to do it, but.
It would be a nightmare. I'd be like, what's on the bar? Can I jump in for a warm up?
Well, everyone lines up and they just do it. I would just do it like last man standing style, where you have to take every rep.
Oh, you have to.
You have to take every.
Yeah, that's not a bad idea either.
You don't have
Either
to.
that,
No, I would make it for their sake so that it like looks nice and it's easy to organize. Everyone would just have to line up like, off the stage or whatever in their class. Everybody has to take every jump. That way, like, you take your jump, you go to the back of the line.
I say you don't have to take every jump because, like, let's just say you hit 350, but you're like, I'm going to skip 400 and go to 450, but then you miss 450. Well, you only got 350. That's a strategy on your part. You're trying to save your energy for 450.
Yeah, but that gets a lot messier for like people organizing the lanes.
That's
like, it makes it really hard from a televised, like, from Lynn's perspective, it would be easier to just have everyone take every rep because then you just keep circulating that line, and when people miss, they get off.
Yeah.
I mean, the other thing you could do is just have different implements in the medley, like straight bar, axle.
Yeah, that's true.
Frame, or car deadlift. Like, you could throw other deadlift variations in there.
That'd be kind of cool. Yeah.
It's been the same ladder for 3 years now.
Yeah.
I like it.
And I mean, the thing is, like,
yeah, because you could fly through it in like 10 seconds.
Yeah, well, I mean, I think they're at a good weight now. I'd like them to go up a little bit.
Yeah, I would like them to go up a little bit because,
just
like,
a little.
I just want, like, me and 2 other people to finish.
That's it, yeah, just like nobody
Well,
else.
I think there's only 5 or 6 in our class that finished last year, or 2 years ago.
Yeah, last year,
really?
I think there were only a couple of lightweights to finish.
Oh, sure. I think everyone in my heat finished. Me, Josh, Richie. I don't know who else was in my heat. Whatever. Yoke.
Yeah, car yoke.
I'm super excited about that.
He's most excited for that one.
Super excited. Like, I have no idea, how it's going to be, but I've never done one. But if it's 700 pounds to train with, I still feel like that's going to be pretty fast.
Fast? Fuck, dude, I've never touched anything that heavy. That's gonna fucking break me in half, dude. Like, straight up. So it's a Volkswagen Beetle.
But it is
I thought they haven't actually decided how it's going to be.
No, clearly you didn't watch our first video, bro. It's a Volkswagen Beetle shell and
crossbar.
A yoke crossbar.
Not like the strap ones. It'll be actually.
Oh, okay.
Bar, yeah.
Now, is there going to be handles in the frame, or will you be able to go wide?
I think you'll put your hands out because it'll probably be like, I think it's going to have like, it might be like a yoke attached to the inside of it. I think.
Okay, then I think that's gonna be super light and super fast.
Yeah.
Because you're not gonna have the sway of the car if it's built like that. Like, you're not gonna have that stability issue.
I think the distance in front and behind you will give you a little bit of sway. You won't have any lateral. But even if you take a step and you shift whatever on the Z-axis or whatever, like that, I think just because it's the weight sticks so far out in front and behind you, I think it will be a little different. I don't think it's gonna be that crazy. Not that crazy.
Yeah.
Either way, I can't wait to say that I ran with a car.
Yeah.
It will make for a really cool photo.
I asked him why he didn't I thought that should be in the final. He said because everybody needs a photo he had to have it on day 2 so that everybody could get a photo with it. I said, okay.
The Death Medley
the
light.
medley.
Fuck that thing.
But it's
That thing.
it's one less implement, one fewer implements.
And one less impotent.
Well, it makes me quite impotent.
I know, and again, it's like they could have a little bit more creativity with that. And I also wish that 2 years ago they didn't change it after the lightweight women went, that you couldn't wrap your hands around the strap.
I think we just made that clear from the beginning. Like,
Oh, don't you fret, Ross.
that happens every time there's a thing.
We are plotting for loopholes.
Yeah.
Well, like, I was telling everybody, I was like, don't say a word, don't do anything, just like go up there and do it. And then as soon as the lightweight women did it, they're like, no, you can't do that. Then they shortened the strap, and they're like, oh, we want you on your toes.
Happened with us, but there was a point that I was watching when they were adding the hand, because they didn't have the handles at first, right?
Yeah, no, they did.
They did?
Yeah, they did.
Nobody was using it because they would just go up, grab the ropes, wrap their hands around it, and pull it that way.
Oh. I thought I remembered seeing the distance that the handle was different on each one. So some of them were a little bit closer than others, but I can't remember. I might be making that. It might be a dream I had.
No, I need redemption on that event because I did so bad 2 years ago.
Did you? Did you finish?
Yeah, I think I dragged this sled like 17 feet.
It was fucking brutal.
Well, it was unpolished concrete, but at least we know that now.
Yeah, it was. I mean, it was rough. Well, there's less to do this year, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm okay with that.
How's your sandbag throw?
Non-existent.
Well, all right.
Well, you know what? Like, if I make it to that day, which obviously is my goal, like I'll be happy with anything. Like I've just made it there, and top 10, great.
At least it starts super light though for everyone.
Yeah,
It was a 6-bag run.
I think I start to have trouble around like the 35 or like the 40-pound mark is where like I start to get my throw comes off.
Yeah.
Stones, classic.
I suck at stones, but fuck it.
Nice.
It's my feet. I got no extension. I got no triple extension.
Margarita in the morning.
So Ross's plan is to place 10th.
Yeah.
Yes.
Amazing. I love it.
That's
what?
what I did in 2018. I made it to day 3, and I remember thinking, well, shit, I can't do any worse than 10. It's like, that's fucking great. I'm like locked in no matter what I do.
I will say though that like, it is a little annoying that they changed so many events from like year 1 to year 2, and then like now or
Year 2 to year 3.
Year 2 to year 3. In the first 3 years, like every year the events like changed quite a bit,
Yeah.
and then now like, it feels like a lot of the same events this year.
I mean,
Wheelbarrow medley in 18 was fantastic.
that was cool. It was easy.
Yeah.
It was cool.
The one with the
wheelbarrow. Yeah.
Yeah, they kind of rigged it up that like, it was the floor was slippery, but still it was really fun.
Yeah, I don't want to use the word lazy, but I mean, I've never put on a big show, so what do I know? But yeah, I think it all comes down to like sort of a balancing act between getting it done, like because from our end it's easy to be like, well, who is this show for? It should be for the best of the best, and it should be a certain way.
Yeah.
But at the same time, if you were the one putting it on, you'd be like, well, then you do it, bitch.
Yeah,
like, so, yeah, but I do agree. It's like, I do think the stones, I hope he ends up using those Icelandic superstone things, because
I don't think he will, because he's only got a few and they sound expensive.
So he said he's going to fly in the dude from Iceland who makes them to teach him how to make them, and then Lynn will just be the American distributor for them.
That sounds pretty cool.
Or something like that. Because at least that would be something interesting.
Yeah.
Or it sounds maybe like a lot of work was put into this car yoke, and then like kind of blew his load on that.
Yeah, it does feel that way. It's like car yoke, cool, and then everything else is like, okay.
Classic strongman events on a pit bull log. Which,
yeah.
I mean, pit bull's my favorite log, but
Yeah, I would prefer to press on that than the rogue log any day.
Cool. What else? Do we have any other questions?
I think that's it. Ross, did you get any questions? I know you posted a question box.
I got nothing serious.
Yeah. They're so fucking funny.
Well, you kind of already talked about this because you said you started in 2015, right?
Yeah, about 2015.
How long did it take for you to become elite in strongman?
I mean, I don't know how elite I am, but I would say 2018. Probably 2018 was like about the time that I realized I was like, okay, I got that. I got a chance. I can get there.
I think 3 years. 3 years of solid hard training get you.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Like most people think, like, oh, nobody sees everything that everybody does. My training sessions are 3 to 4 hours every day, like 5 days a week.
What?
It's like a part-time job.
Dude, what do you do?
I talk a lot.
Oh, okay, sure. Okay, that makes sense.
That sounds like someone who takes a lot of rest in between.
Yeah,
sets.
that's fine.
I think it took me a little bit longer, but I think I had to find the right coach.
Right coach, right groove.
Yeah.
What's your training schedule look like? 5 days a week?
Yeah, right now it's Monday's my squat day. Squat and like strict press, some accessories, conditioning. Wednesday's deadlift. Thursday is another lower body accessory day. Saturday is my event day, like log clean and press. There's some stones in there. Sunday is like my recovery pump conditioning day.
That's my favorite.
Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, Saturday, Sunday.
Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, Saturday, Sunday. So Saturday, Sunday, Monday, 3 in a row.
Yeah, but like Sunday isn't that hard.
Chill day.
Yeah.
You know, it's just like get in there, get a pump, get some conditioning in, get ready for the week again.
Do you have a coach?
I do. I'm currently with Paul Milano, Resilient Training Lab.
Yeah.
He doesn't have a ton of strongman stuff, but he has a ton of powerlifters. But I've been with him for, I think, 11 months now, and I've never been stronger.
Fuck yeah.
I've hit some stupid lifts I didn't think I'd ever hit. So, you know, that's 715, and I know it's just training, but, you know, 700-pound deadlift's a 700-pound deadlift.
Yeah.
And then strict press a log at 301 last year.
That's, as a lightweight, that's wild.
That is great.
Yeah.
Wild. I can strict press a 200-pound log, and I thought I was badass. Like, I thought I was cool as shit.
My log
Yeah.
is like 120.
One.
Like, it's not a lot.
It's like I can't even push press when I strict press.
I am not I'm a speaker, so for
Yeah.
me it's like all I really need is strong legs.
Yeah. How quickly can you get underneath somebody?
Yeah, I need strong legs and good technique, and and I have it.
So maybe you want to let's take a ride out to Lightning sometime.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're at a new location now.
When the situation, how is the new location? I've seen a lot of videos and stuff, and it looks
wild.
awesome.
It's so big, like so much more room. We're on a second floor. That's the only difference, but it's great.
It's a second floor, but from what Matt told me, it's like the floor is like a parking garage.
Like crazy
floor.
park.
Like it's really
It's supposed to be rated for a parking garage, but let's see how long it actually lasts.
One day someone drops a heavy stone and the whole floor just
The whole
fucking
thing.
breaks.
Like literally, like when we drop the stones off the platform, you can feel the floor like a trampoline. It like bows up and down.
Well, that's better than it. Well, that's actually better than it.
That's good because it absorbs some of the force.
Yeah, it's taking some of the some.
Yeah.
Even if you're in a parking garage, it does the same thing. Like I've been in a parking garage, and when the cars
feel
are just like
sway.
driving up the ramps, you feel the whole floor like shake. So I mean, whatever. Hopefully it's strong.
I mean, it's fantastic. I mean, yeah, you guys got to come check it out. I know I got to get down to you guys too, because Tommy, you made that trip up 2 years ago.
Yeah, bro.
I know I got to make up for that
Dude,
trip you made 2
hold on.
years ago.
Yeah.
I'm not upset here, but this shit is fucking funny. I saw that Lightning had power stairs, and I'd never trained power stairs.
Yeah.
So I was like, I got to go out there. I think it's like a 3-hour drive. Was it? It's about
That's
3
like
hours.
a 2 hour.
No, it was like 2 hours, 2.5 maybe.
It felt like a long time.
It was
2.5.
long.
Let's call it 2.5. I'll split the difference. I got there, and they weren't even the right size. They weren't big enough. So we just stacked pads on
Yeah,
top.
because who carries 18-inch power stairs? Those are
Like I
stupid.
said, I'm not mad. I didn't know it was 18-inch. I didn't know that's how it worked. I didn't know they were different. I thought power stairs were power stairs, which is stupid. But I got there, and we just ended up using just the one.
That's
Like
really
the first stair.
just
The
done
first step, yeah.
I was doing anywhere. Yeah, I was like, oh shit, I'm gonna fucking see what it's like to go all the way up.
That's really
just one up, one down, one up, one down.
If we go to Connecticut, we have to go to Elm Street Diner.
Oh,
Okay.
I went. What was it, like a month and a half ago? And it was ridiculous.
I've been like, you can always tell when I'm dieting, which by the way is like 98% of the year.
Talk about food. Think about food.
Because my Instagram is just nothing. If you go on my explore page, you know how like sometimes, you know, you go on someone's explore page from the gym and you expect to just see like a lot of lifting shit, maybe a lot of fit girls.
A lot of big girls.
Not on mine. Mine is literally like cakes, cookies, fried chicken, like, and then like one deadlift video.
Just like thinking about it.
It's just like I'm just planning for my eventual life as a heavier person.
I mean, it's probably like the halfway point for you guys, maybe even a little closer from where you're coming from.
Yeah, it's in like Stanford or something, right?
Yeah, Stanford. Yeah.
Stanford's like not an hour away, maybe.
Yeah, it's an hour ride for me to get there.
Nice. So we'll go to Lightning and then we'll go to Elm Street Diner.
Dude, sounds good to me. Word. All right, man. Well, yeah, great talking. Thanks for coming on.
Thanks for having me, guys.
I want to say like best of luck to you or whatever, but I'll see you soon. We'll talk all the time anyway, so it doesn't,
Yeah, I can't wait to like actually see people again. Like,
it's gonna be really.
Yeah, it'll be great. All right.
All right, dude. Thanks a
all
lot.
right, guys, thanks a lot.
Bye.
It's so funny, we were just talking about how silly I think 18-inch deadlifts are, and here's Evan Singleton in a suit with figure eights doing 18-inch deadlifts.
Yeah, that suit's not doing much. But at least he's got his palms on the bar.
Yeah.
Well, it'll be fun to go to Lightning.
Yeah, we should plan that.
Yeah, let's plan it. We'll do a day. Lightweights at Lightning.
Lightweights at Lightning. Yeah, that'd be good. We should do it a day where we have like event stuff.
Yeah.
Maybe as it gets, I feel like as it gets a little closer to Worlds.
It'd be fun to train with other people.
Yeah.
Here and there. Not all the time.
Here's my microphones, by the way.
Oh shit, these are nice.
Yeah. There's two.
Oh, I could hook this up to here.
And they go to the same receiver. So maybe it wasn't a waste.
No, I don't think so. All right, cool. Who's coming on next week?
Next week, I
You
gotta
gotta
figure
pick.
that out.
You gotta
I
pick it
gotta
out.
pick. Maybe Christina Bangna, maybe Chloe Brennan, maybe Carly Rivera.
I don't know who that is.
You can even maybe have Heather Serkan on.
Hey man, you pick. You let me know.
I gotta look at the list.
All right.
Oh, my back! Oh my god! Whew, I really gotta pee.